Next event in the pool, the women's 200-meter breaststroke. We have some potential Olympic qualification times coming up here as well. And I wonder if the Canadian record holder is in the house. She often watches our broadcasts, Anna Mae Pierce.
She lives not too far from this Pan Am pool. Anna Mae Pierce to 20.12. Here we go, real quick in lane number 9. Amaris Pang out of a London Aquatic Club. Coach Kelly Steves there, now attending UBC. 12 years of age, yes, that's not a misprint. Shima Tagavi, 12 years of age from the Hyatt Club in the suburb of Vancouver. Set the national record for 11 and 12-year-olds. Camila Blanchard, 16 years of age from the Pointe Claire Swim Club out of Montreal. She was 8th in the earlier event. Tessa Sapluha, 25 years of age, is an Olympian. She made the Olympics in the 400 IM in Tokyo. Katya Pavasevich from the Toronto Swim Club finished her master's degree last week in public health. There's Avery Wiseman out of Edmonton. She was 7th in the 100-meter breaststroke earlier this week, 3rd in this trials in 2021 in this event. Sophie Angus won the 100-meter breaststroke. Will be going to Tokyo to the medley relay. She'd love to add another event. Alexandre Lepage, she is the world junior gold medalist in this event, meaning she is the fastest 18 and under swimmer in the world. Sid Pickrem, 26 years of age, the veteran, 2-time Olympian. She's won medals in the breaststroke at the World Championships. She's going to need to find that form to qualify in this event. Kelsey Wog out of Winnipeg. Vlastimil Cherney is her coach. He was an Olympic swimmer for Canada as well. She did a stunning swim this morning. Everybody was cheering for her, including, I'm sure, her pet iguanas back at home, and she keeps talking to me about them. People show you pet dogs. She shows me her pet iguanas. I had her in an altitude training camp once. This woman can train. She is one of the toughest trainers out there. We did say in the opening that she's had a couple of years of rough patch here, a little bit off her top form. She looks like she's regained it just in time in an Olympic year. But she does have to try to get to that time again tonight to secure her spot.
Silver medalist last year at the Pan Am Games in Santiago, Chile. Meanwhile, Sydney Pickrem was a bronze medalist this year in Doha at the World Championships. Her time there, if she could duplicate that, would be well under the Olympic qualifying standard. We're underway. Women's 200-meter breaststroke. 4 lengths of the pool. Sydney Pickrem had big, long strokes when she did her heats earlier today. She is in lane 5, the upper of the 2 yellow lanes. Kelsey Wog is in the lane 4 on her right.
So there'll be interesting strategy here this morning. The way the preliminaries work is they don't put all the 8 best kids in one heat. They rotate them around different heats. So these 2 women were not next to each other. They know each other very well, but you're never sure who's ready, who's not ready, who's ready to go. And Sydney Pickrem went much easier in the morning. So this will be an interesting surprise for Kelsey to see that Sid's right with her on this first length of the 4 lengths of this race.
And where you are here doesn't have a whole lot to do with where you're going to be at the end, Byron.
We saw that in the men's 200 breaststroke where young Oliver Dawson was in 3rd place for 185 meters and then won the race. So we'll see what happens here. In 3rd spot probably right now would be lane number 6, Sophie Angus, but Alex Lepage is trying to stay in the hunt.
Kelsey Wog has taken over the lead. She'll be halfway through in 1:08.89. About a half a second faster than Sydney Pickrem.
They both are on pace if they can keep this up to meet that standard.
Right now it is still Wog, it is still Pickrem, and then the battle for 3rd is between Sophie Angus in lane 6, Alexandre Lepage in lane 3. Lepage, the double gold medalist at the Junior Worlds last year. Less than 50 meters to go. The lead is Kelsey Wog by about a half a second still over Sydney Pickrem. Does Pickrem have something in the tank?
Pickrem is picking up her stroke rate. This will be very interesting. She had a great turn, did Sydney Pickrem in lane 5. All right, it's these 2 women. I don't think anybody can get back to them. Can they get to that time? Oh, now Kelsey Wog is picking up her cadence.
Oh my goodness, this is going to be a battle in lanes 4 and 5 right now. Pickrem looks like she has a slight lead. Back comes Kelsey Wog. The time to beat 2:23.91 for the Olympic qualifier. Could they both do it? Here they
100th of a second ahead of the standard. Whoa, they cut it a bit close there. Thank God they had each other in the race. Really, if you think about it, they found an extra gear those last 15 meters because each one of them was there pushing each. The reason they made this Olympic qualifying cutoff time is because they pushed each other to get there. I think it's a little bit of excitement. I think it's a little bit of relief, particularly for this woman here, Sydney Pickrem. She had a fantastic line the other day. She goes, progress is not linear, and she has been up and down.
So my mistake, it was Pickrem first by 100th over Wog in second.
But this is one of those meets where it doesn't matter if you're first or second. You just got to get the time and get your name to go to Paris. Going down the first lane, Kelsey walked, very controlled the first 50, unlike this morning when she pushed it a little bit quicker. And then she made a good move in the middle of the 4-lap race. And then at the very end, it was this woman here that was starting to pick it up. Again, this is Sydney with her long, look at how wide her kick is. Extremely wide kick. You've got to have very good thigh muscles to be able to force the legs back there when it's that wide. Now here's where they're both picking it up to the end. And Sydney just timed the wall just a hair better, and that got her. Whoa, nice overhead view. You can see Sydney's really ahead, Kelsey's really ahead, but she had to glide towards the end. Sid took a short, quick stroke, and that got her there 100th faster. But again, more importantly, both of them got under the standard. That's the big deal.
And there's the official, just 100th of a second separating Pickrem and Wog, and they are both have the OQT beside their names. Well done.